everyone, and welcome to Check It Out, the monthly library talk show that lets you know what's going on at the Bethel Park Public Library. We're your hosts, Elaine Volpe
and Christine McIntosh.
And we've been quite busy these last few weeks.
It's been a busy summer for us, and now we're at that point in the year, August, where we get to take a little breath and take a rest before fall programs.
For September.
Yes, fall programs begin. I have a few things that are coming up in August. There's not much going on, but I have a few things coming up. The first is pet blogging. This came from Rob, our reference librarian. He has a blog for his dog, Jack, which I actually have bookmarked on my computer, and I like to see what's going on in Jack's world. But we're having a pet blogging class. You can learn how to create a free anonymous blog for your pet. So we ask that you bring digital photos of your pet, either like on your laptop or on a flash drive, or even on your digital camera, as long as you bring the cord with you. And this class will cover how to create an account, choosing a template, and then uploading photos. You can also talk as if it's your pet talking. You know, you can write stuff as if it's your pet writing. An email address is required. If you don't have one, we do have a free class at the library on opening an email account. My understanding is that it must be a Google account, so whatever free service, blogging service we're using must be associated with Google. We ask that you register. Space is limited. We are going to open this up to age 13 and older.
Oh.
So you don't have to, it's not just for adults, it's for teens too, but we need parents' permission, especially if you don't have an email account yet. We need your parents' permission to make sure that it's okay that we open an email account for you. This pet blogging class will be on Friday, August 16th at 10 a.m. I'm going to try and sit in on this because I love Jack's blog. So we also have a Lunch and Learn program coming up. Lunch and Learn is, we do these several times a year for various topics that are of interest, usually to older adults. So what you do is you bring a brown bag lunch where you provide a drink and a dessert, usually a cookie or some sort of thing. This month's Lunch and Learn is understanding and coping with Alzheimer's disease. So if you're a caregiver, an adult child of an aging parent or a spouse, you can come and find answers about aging and end-of-life questions, particularly as it pertains to Alzheimer's disease. So we will have discussion with representatives from Hospice Compassus and Lifespan Bethel Park. And it'll be a time to hear what they have to say about Alzheimer's disease, but also to explore your options, be in a supportive environment, and ask questions freely with people who are in the same position as you. So you might also find someone that can help be supportive of you.
Support system, yeah.
Again, you need to register for this. You can call Carla at the library. And this Lunch and Learn, Understanding and Coping with Alzheimer's Disease, will be held on Tuesday, August 20th from noon to 1. So hope to see you there for that. And then, believe it or not, our fall session of Wise Walk is getting ready to kick off. The spring session ended not too long ago. So Wise Walk is a 10-week walking program for those that are 50 and older. Each participant gets a pedometer to keep track of your steps, provide a walking guide, and also healthy snacks every week. Carla, our older adult library assistant, goes with you to South Park. We did a segment on the show a couple months ago about how much fun the Wise Walkers have. So the kickoff meeting will be Thursday, August 29th at 10 o'clock at the library, not at South Park, but the following weeks they'll meet at South Park and walk. So it's Thursday, August 29th at 10 a.m. in the library. Again, if you want more information or want to register for this program, you can call Carla at the library. And fundraising. I want to thank all of the people that purchased raffle tickets for our Christmas in July lottery raffle. As of today, which we're not quite through the end of July yet, but we've had 7 winners so far. If you missed the opportunity to participate in this raffle, we will be doing a winter lottery raffle for the month of January. So we'll be selling tickets November and December. They're $5 a piece. It's based on the Pennsylvania daily 3-digit evening drawing. So you have one ticket. It has a 3-digit number on it. It's good for all 31 days of the month, either July or January. And also on Tuesday, August 8th from 6 to 8:30 p.m., the library is having a night at Rita's Italian Ice. So come on out.
We don't have
to scoop, but we will have a table there with a raffle basket. We have we have a cooking basket. And a portion of the proceeds that evening, Tuesday, August 8th from 6 to 8:30 p.m. at Rita's, a portion of those proceeds will come to the library to support our programs and services. And recently, just this one last thing, we some of the staff and board members were down at South Park Shops on a Saturday asking people about the library. Do you use the library? What do you think of the library? And we learned a lot. It was a good teachable moment for us. A lot of people don't know that we have ebooks that you can borrow for free. And also, we saw that a lot of people thought that the library was just for children, which is because Elaine and her department are so active and do a great job. But a lot of people saying, oh, my kids are out of school and I have no use for the library. So I just wanted to highlight that we have 40,000 titles, ebook titles that you can borrow for free. And the ebook collection is added to monthly. And that's on a countywide level. That's not just at Bethel Park Library. That's on a countywide level. There's 40,000 titles available for you. And in addition, we have 300 plus digital magazine titles through our Zinio program, which is also countywide. So just with a library card, you can come in and borrow full digital copies, including the ads of many popular magazine titles, and also a lot, like I said, 40,000 ebook titles. Some of the major publishers are still kind of holding out on libraries. They don't want to let us purchase titles from them, but we have most of the bestsellers. And also, with regard to the library just being for kids, 60% of our collection are materials for adults. And proportionately, 60% of our circulation last year was adult materials. So we circulate 365,000 items.
There's a lot to take advantage of there.
Yes.
Now, if people still, not that they're skeptical, but still aren't sure how to go about getting these e-titles, we are still doing the one-on-one classes,
We
correct?
do have one-on-one technology classes, so if you have a Kindle or a Nook or like the Kindle app on your iPad, which is what I have, you can bring it in if you're unsure how to download or use the e-titles. It works just like checking out a print material. You do check it out, you put it in a cart, you check it out, and then it comes onto your device. And after 3 weeks, it disappears from your device, so you don't have to worry about coming back to the library. And once you have your account set up, you can do it from home. You don't have to come to the library, but of course we'd like to see you. So I just want to make a point of that we did learn from people that we have to do a better job.
So we learned a lot, and hopefully
yes, it was teachable moments for on both sides, for the patron and for us that were talking with them. So thank you to those who participated.
Very good. All right, so over on the children's side, we do have a couple August programs as well, and we're also going to take a sneak peek into September. Cheryl Capizzuti will be back on August 21st for a puppet workshop. We started the Bethel Park Hawk in our last session, and we're going to finish it and kind of finish his wings and get him fully together. So if you missed the first workshop, that's okay. Stop by on August 21st at 10 a.m. and help us finish the puppet. So, Cheryl was a guest on the show earlier, and we've been using a lot of the wonderful puppets, and starting, I believe, at the end of this month, the end of August, those puppets will be available for circulation. So if you want to take one of our giant puppets from Pittsburgh home with you, you will be able to do that. So again, Wednesday, August 21st at 10 a.m. And then we're also inviting Pro Martial Arts back for our bullying program. This was very popular when we did it just a few months ago, and we thought now that school is right around the corner, this is another good time to offer the program. The class is going to teach and empower kids to stand up to bullies, to know what to say, to know how to confront them, and to kind of be strong in their position and not back down to those bullies. So it's brought to us again by Pro Martial Arts in Bridgeville, and it's a must-attend for students and their parents. This is a class where you will sit in with your child, as you can both learn and benefit a lot from it. Then taking a sneak peek into September, we're going to have fitness fun for the whole family, and we're going to have Miss Sterling from Sterling Yoga.
Oh, yes.
Sterling Payton from Sterling Yoga, I'm sorry, here with us, and she will be hula hooping with us and showing us different types of things that you can do with a hula hoop. It's a great way to stay in shape, plus it's so much fun for both the young and the old. So you can come on out and hula hoop with us. We're also going to have a nutritionist here who will talk about some healthy meal ideas and snack ideas. And we're hoping to get a Pittsburgh Passion team member here as well. So it'll be an all-day event, again on September 21st. And if you're interested, you can begin registering on September 4th, right after Labor Day. So, and then all of our weekly story times will be back on schedule starting the week of September 9th.
Wonderful. We have some great stuff coming up.
A lot of fun stuff coming up. Oh, of course, we never leave the teens out, too. We've had a lot of fun with the teens this summer, and we want to continue that into the fall. And we're always looking for new ideas. Some of the things that we'll be offering is a teen zone. So you can come once a month after school and kind of just hang out, and we'll have different activities to do. And the first session actually lands on Friday, September 13th.
Ooh.
So we'll be doing Friday the 13th Superstitions. Our Next in Line book club is still going to be offered. If you're one of those people who enjoy reading series books, or maybe think that you might enjoy reading series, but you need a good one to get hooked on, you can come talk to Miss Erin and Miss Becky, who know a lot about young adult. They are avid readers, and they're offering many title suggestions for you. So yeah, a lot coming up for both the little ones, the elementary kids, as well as the teens. And as always, if you need more information, you can give us a call or stop in.
Stay tuned. Coming up, we have Gene Stanger will be here. We'll be interviewing him to talk about his unique experiences on the international music scene.
Welcome back, everyone. Joining us now is our very special guest, Mr. Gene Stanger. Gene is actually a Bethel Park graduate who went on to pursue music at Baldwin-Wallace University and then on to Colorado State, where he pursued his master's. And in just a few short weeks, he is on his way to Yale. So thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to join us today.
Thank you.
And so, especially for so early in your career, you've really accomplished quite a lot. And I really don't even know where to begin. So why don't you just kind of tell us your story? How did you get interested in music, and lead us up to where you are now, I guess?
Okay. Well, I started singing at age 9. I was actually a boy soprano, cantored at my church. And you could say I come from a musical family. My mom was also a singer, classically trained, so you could say that it's in the genes. Performed in choir in church and middle school, and then it really grew, I'd say, blossom in high school, performed in the high school musicals, leading roles, performed in a select choir, top 21, performed in a lot of choral festivals with Pennsylvania Music Educators Association, district, regional, and all state level.
Awesome.
And then eventually led to my bachelor's in music at Baldwin-Wallace in Ohio, and then my master's at Colorado State.
Excellent. And you are now an international soloist. I know you've toured worldwide, really. Do you have a favorite? Tell us where you've been and if you have a favorite spot.
Sure. I've been to Germany, Italy, and South America. I've actually also been to China, too. I did I performed in an opera scenes program there, but I'd say my favorite place, I'd have to say Germany.
Really?
Yeah.
Any particular reason?
I love the culture. I love the atmosphere, the food, the beer. You can't go wrong with that. So
that's one place I've never been. Have you been to Germany?
I have not been to Germany.
You've been to England and Ireland,
France, Egypt, but no,
so you travel a lot as well.
But of course, Italy and South America are also both incredible.
I would be interested in South America. That would be really great. So you do what I read. Is it I don't know what you call it. Religious, spiritual. Music?
Sacred music. It's called oratorio, sacred text that is set to music.
Wow. Yeah, I was reading the articles yesterday, and I was like, wow, this is heavy.
Definitely. Very accomplished. Again, for so early on in your career, it's quite impressive. Would you say that there's anybody early on that maybe influenced you with your music? Anybody at the Bethel Park High School or maybe within your church that really encouraged you to pursue what you do now?
Besides your mom, of course.
Let's see. Well, I'd say my choir teacher in high school was that was a very inspirational figure for me at a young age, especially in terms of being disciplined, a disciplined
Sure.
musician, and being exposed to so many different styles of music. And I would say he and my voice teacher, who I studied with at the time in high school here in Pittsburgh,
Okay.
they were both very influential. I would say they were the ones that really pushed me to pursue more of a classical route. And
Great.
here I am today.
Great. And I did not know that your mother was a singer. What kind of performing does she do? What kind
Well,
music?
she used to sing. She no longer
Okay.
sings anymore, but
Okay.
she was also classically trained and performed in church.
So now when you go to Yale, you're getting a second master's?
Yes.
In what?
It is oratorio, chamber music performance. So it's more specific in that sacred music realm. It's not just another music degree or another
Right.
vocal performance degree.
Yeah, and then when you're how long will it take you to finish that?
A 2-year program.
2-year program. Will you travel while you're doing your studies there?
I'm sure. Yeah, there's the choir at Yale. It's called the Yale Schola Cantorum. They do a lot of international trips and performances, so I'm sure that I'll be doing some more
So
international
lots
traveling.
to look forward to. And
Yes.
then how about after you're done with your degree at Yale, what goals do you have or what would you like to?
Ultimate goal is to be a professional singer here and abroad. I would love to perform more in Europe, primarily in Germany, and also get more experience here too.
Good. Great. Are there any upcoming performances? I guess not until you
As of this point, no, not
Yeah.
right now.
have
So
a schedule.
right now is a period of transition for me.
Okay, great. Well, we're ending with a clip so that everybody in the audience can actually get to hear you. Can you tell us a little bit about where this clip took place?
Sure. This was in Stuttgart. This was with the Bach Academy, where I had performed as an international soloist, and this was a lecture concert. Helmut Rilling, the conductor who's leading the lecture concert, there were four lecture concerts total, and he would take a portion of the St. Matthew Passion, the work that we had performed, and he would lecture about a specific section. He would lecture about it in German, and then we as the soloists and also the choir would have to perform a specific example based on whatever he would lecture about, and then we would perform that section as a whole afterwards.
Great. Great. Well, we thank you so much for joining us today. And
Absolutely.
again, taking time out of your busy schedule. It was
Sure.
great to hear from you, and thanks again.
Thank you.
Leid ich wieder meine
Welcome back. And if you enjoyed those 1-minute book reviews and you're interested in looking for the title, we do, of course, have them available at the library. And we just wanted to say that if you ever have a good book recommendation and you are willing to come on the show to do a 1-minute book review, please get in touch with us because we're always looking for new titles, and you might not always want to hear our recommendations.
Yes, the poor staff. We kind of strong arm them
Yes.
into doing them sometimes. So,
yes. And as much as we love to read, it's just be
Yes.
nice to hear what you're reading too and hear from you. So if you're interested in doing that, just shoot us an email or give us a call. But again, those titles are available here at the library if those interested you. And we thank you for joining us. As always, if you want any more information on any of the things that we've talked about today, you can always give us a call.
go online.
Or better yet, stop in and see us in person. See you next month, everybody.
Goodbye.